At Campbell University in North Carolina, John Lambert and Ryan Fournier met as college Republicans, but now run Students for Trump.
I see Donald Trump as reviving the Republican Party.
That's from 2016, and that teen who just spoke, the founder of Students for Trump, was just convicted of a major crime. Yep, the media is over the top obsessed with young Trump supporters like the ones who were members of the group Students for Trump, because they are consistently eager to tee up conservative fluff pieces to make their coverage seem neutral. Only problem, nothing is neutral, and one side is habitually more often on the wrong end of things, which is why it shouldn't come as a surprise that one of the founders of Students for Trump has pled guilty to wire fraud. Oops. Students for Trump co-founder John Lambert pleaded guilty to felony charges of conspiracy to commit a $46,000 wire fraud scam in Manhattan federal court on Tuesday. Lambert, who during the 2016 elections helped start a grassroots youth organization in support of then-candidate Donald Trump, was hit with the wire fraud charges in spring 2019 after he was caught posing as a lawyer and claiming to be named Eric Pope. Under this alias, he started a site for a law firm he dubbed Pope and Dunn, claimed to have graduated from NYU Law, and began working with an unidentified accomplice to pose as qualified lawyers who provided legal services. So, the lawyer version of Trump University? The kid loved Trump so much that he emulated his scam artist tendencies, but don't worry, he also had another hero. Lambert was inspired to make money posing as a lawyer after watching the 2013 Martin Scorsese film The Wolf of Wall Street, which depicts the life and downfall of a securities fraudster who spent 22 months in prison. This guy is so dumb that he saw The Wolf of Wall Street, a film that's meant to be a scathing indictment of Wall Street greed, and took it as an endorsement and something he'd want to emulate. Glorious. Lambert has to forfeit over $45,000 and is facing 21 months or less in prison. But what's fascinating is that this grifter was grifting from the get-go, so much so that he pissed off the Trump campaign itself. The Trump campaign sent Lambert and Fournier a cease and desist letter after the two pretended to actually represent the campaign. Just hilarious. What frustrates me, though, is that all of the media organizations covering this group, Students for Trump, kept referring to it as a grassroots organization. Grassroots typically means a group that is purely people-funded and comes from the ground up. In fact, the entire group is another grift in itself. Shocker. Students for Trump was acquired by a wing of Turning Point USA, Turning Point Action, back in July of 2017. Turning Point Action is a 501c4, meaning that it's a tax-exempt social welfare organization, which is ridiculous. Turning Point USA has given us wonderful people like Candace Owens and the infamous Charlie Kirk.
I live like a capitalist every single day, Shank. I live as a capitalist, okay?
Yeah, that guy. Under the 501c4 tax-exempt status, Students for Trump won't have to report the names and addresses of its donors. Under that designation, Students for Trump can aggressively campaign with financing from undisclosed sources. Point being, this Lambert guy is a complete con man, and that's obvious, and his grassroots organization, while it may have started out that way, has now become an arm of the shadowy political organization run by another known con man, Charlie Kirk. So media, here's a hint. We don't need to call it even anymore when the head of an organization is convicted of a felony and its buyer is a known charlatan who is using tax loopholes to hide an organization's donors while still purporting to be a grassroots organization. It's not grassroots, and it's not neutral, and it's not even. It's certainly none of those things.